What's up, AKAPADers? Cartoonist Kayfabe just blew my mind with the Steve Rude the Dude interview. What am I talking about? Let's go. Oh, we got an intro, AKAPADers. Peter A. DeLuca here, aka Pad69, and say it with me, known through Philadelphia, PA, Europe, and the vast multiverse as your eclectic one. Check it out. I got a new hard rock Key West rock and roll. Let's go. People, my life goal is to collect one hard rock shirt for every single hard rock and casino and hotel and restaurant that's ever existed, but getting them in person, that's the point. Okay, AKAPADers, Cartoonist Kayfabe, Ed Piscor, the creepy other guy, come on, creepy Ed, and the other guy. The other guy is a, they say when you cannot do, teach, and we know that the other guy, Jim Rugg, come on guys, I know his name, but you know, Jim Rugg's like a teacher somewhere or something. When you can't do, you teach, and when you can't teach, you coach, right? Right? But anyway, but then we get creepy Ed. So, this morning, I'm drawing, taking calls, doing my normal routine, doing some push-ups and some air squats between everything as well. That is the morning routine, by the way, guys. So cheers to that. So, yeah, we're playing YouTube in the background, and they, yeah, my algorithm or my YouTube feed plays the Steve Rude shoot interview with Ed Piscor and Jim Rugg. And we get maybe 5 minutes into it, and my mind gets blown. Play that clip.
Let me see what log this is right here. This is what the cover looks like of the latest one. Did you guys recognize that artist right there? 10 points if you know who that is.
Yeah, no.
You're too young. Peter Max from the 60s. This guy was all the rage. Everyone from my generation knows who this guy is.
Alright, so what's the big deal? They're talking Peter Max. It's like, okay, Kayfabe, so we're going to hit that library real quick because I am going to show you guys something. Actually, you know what? Let's hit that library. Alright, guys, just come with me real quick. Here we go. We're hitting the library. We're hitting the production room. Alright, we got a nice cool Vindicator here. We got a nice little Yeti. The Art of Peter Max. Okay? Let's just grab this guy. We need you. And fresh from the AKAPAD library is this beautiful Peter Max book. Peter Max is one of my all-time influences. I love, you know, the coolest fact about Peter Max is that at one time he owned one of every single Corvette model ever. That's some illustrative power. That is when you yourself become a true business. What does this have to do with comic book artwork? Why am I isolating this? Why does it seem like I'm picking on the creepy guy and the other guy? Because when you do one thing to become not great, I'm talking you become a weapon, you become a tool, you become an instrument of that craft. The best thing you can do for that craft, the best way you can lend yourself to that industry is to pull in every single other resource into your brain outside of that industry alone. Meaning, if you're making a movie, if you're making movies, the best thing you can do is reach away from cinema, reach out of movies, and become a dynamic individual, become a complete individual, so that when you make your movies, you have enough reference material to measure all these decisions against, and what you put into your movie is things that the audience would never expect. Ed Piscor and the other guy only know comic books, they only preach comic books, and this, I mean, Jim Rugg not knowing who Peter Max was or being able to make a guess. Let's cut back to these two fools staring at Peter Max, clueless.
You're too young. You're too young. You're too young. You're too young.
Unfathomable. If you guys set out to create, whatever you set out to do, you need to have a giant, a vast interest range. You should be able to go into the bookstore and never come out. A bookstore, even if it's a corporate one, Barnes & Noble, whatever it is, it should be able to swallow you up. You should be able to put all of your paycheck into a stack of books, no problem, and it's not all comic books. Sure, throw in a couple comics, you might get curious about something here and there, but the discipline of broadening what you have inside of your gray matter so that when you hit that blank piece of paper, what you are putting there is coming from a source that nobody can anticipate, and therein lies the secret sauce to the magic. When you draw, when you illustrate, when you make comic books, it's alchemy. And being obsessed with one side of it only produces one-sided content, one-sided books, one-sided pages, one-sided storylines. This is the reason why Ed Piskor can only make Wikipedia comic books. And what he makes, Red Room and the Latchkey Kids, it just comes off as Beavis and Butthead level material. When Jim Rugg makes something, it's just, it's hard to even read Jim Rugg stuff. That's why we haven't done any Street Angel on this channel, because I literally came and critiqued it for more than a minute. It's not good material. I get it. It's published by Image, but a lot of people are. That means nothing. The value and the marrow of the work, the DNA, and you can do that exact same thing. You can Frankenstein perfection, you can Frankenstein greatness, but you cannot only get it from comic books. They constantly expose themselves, that they have a legion of fans. I get it. They want to come out, they want to come to this channel and defend them, but guys, there's little defense to the they just don't know enough. Anyway, guys, I kept going there. Let's pull it back. Subscribe, support, leave a comment. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are the absolute best. I'm getting to more and more comments. I spent last Friday just trying to do comments all morning, and I got through like maybe 3 or 4 videos worth of comments. Guys, the AKAPAD army is there. It's meaningful. Thank you so much for all of your support, and whatever you can do to grow the army, grow the channel. Most of those things are free. Doing a like, making a comment, reposting this, showing it off, tagging people, doing that whole thing. That is how we defeat the algorithm, because the algorithm is out to promote them and diss us, and we gotta be on equal terms, guys, because otherwise how else am I going to get their attention? Let's go.